I believe it's the morning of day 53 and we have an unusual sight. The sun is actually shining. It's awesome. I took my wet shoes, had the insoles out last night, so at least the insoles were a little bit dry. And I hung my wet socks on the back of my pack. I hung the bottom of my pants on the back of my pack to dry. And 52, the sun is actually shining. I put some dry socks on this morning and hung my wet ones on the back of my pack to dry a little bit. And it feels great to have some dry feet for a few minutes. They'll be wet as soon as I start trudging through the mud puddles, but it's good to start. So hopefully a good day. Beautiful little mountain stream, but this is the trail. So again, I had to take off the shoes and socks to get across it. The rocks are really slick and the water is really cold. So I got a little therapy on my feet there real quick. And so the only bad thing about that is it takes a lot of time. You got to get the shoes and socks off, tie them around your neck so you don't drop them, get across the stream, and then dry off a little bit and get it all set back up. But it's interesting, good practice for me. Sometimes it's a little aggravating the way they set up this trail. Now the stream I just crossed in the other direction, I have to cross in this direction to go back to the other side. Whereas if they had just run the trail up that side there, I wouldn't have had to cross it at all. Go figure. Sometimes you just can't understand what the heck they're thinking. But sure, they have their reasons, so here we go. And luckily there's a blaze on this side once you got around. But there was no blazes down by the river. And there was no blazes on this side until you get down the trail a little bit. So it was you were kind of wondering if you're on the right path, and you're really supposed to go through the trouble of crossing that little stream. So I did. There's a deer. You see him moving there? See her moving. Crossing some pastures again on this beautiful sunshiny day. It's hot, but check out the spread over there. Wow. Let me zoom on it for you. How gorgeous is that? Looks like a main house. And I don't know if that's a barn over there or what, or a guest house. It's huge, gorgeous. Looks like Lincoln logs. Nice. Standing under the Kiefer oak. I think it's supposed to be one of the biggest ones on the trail. In the 40s, a couple days ago. Rain, wind. I don't know what the what do you call it? Wind chill factor was, but it was cold. It was nasty. A lot of people calling short days because of it. So that was just like 2 days ago. Now it's in the 80s and no breeze. And there's like 8 miles in between water sources. And it's up. This is my third climb of the day, I think. No time for the body to adjust. That's the normal way things go though, right? So, just gotta grin and bear it. Take a little break now and then. And drink up as much water as I can get my hands on. This is what I've been missing for the past 4 days or however long. Look at that view. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. That just lifts the spirits so much when you see that. It's just awesome. I'm glad it's not raining like it was yesterday crossing through here. The trail goes down these really steep rocks you're walking on. If they were wet, then it would be really tough. And it's a long way down back. This is the way the past hour and a half have been for climbing. It's been a tough climbing day. I enjoy it a lot though. It's kind of challenging and interesting. Gorgeous views, both sides. But it's been time consuming. We left camp this morning at 9 o'clock. A little slow getting out. And it looks like I'm going to have to go to about 8:30 tonight to get my 20 in that I want to get. I'm going to get a 20 today, 20 tomorrow, and a 16, I believe, the following day, which should be Friday if I'm not mistaken. And that'll get me to the pickup point where my wife is going to pick me up on Saturday morning. I can come about 5 miles short and hit that Saturday morning if I get hiking around 6. So I'm not sure how that'll work out, but I'm going to try to get as close to 20 today as I can. I've got probably another, let's see, 2 to 2.5 more hours to go. So I doubt that I'll have any more chance to film because I'm going to try making some time here. I just wanted you to see a little bit of this afternoon's walking, what it's like. It's like a real ridge walk. It's kind of cool. So you guys have a good night. See you tomorrow. Good morning. I believe it's the morning of day 53 and I'm just finishing with my packing up everything and just got my water and I'm filtering it. It's on the outside of the bottle a little bit. Have the stream over there on my campsite and got my water, got everything packed up, ready to go. And it is 6:30 in the morning, so another long day coming up, and I just wanted to get some hours in before the heat hit too bad. You can hear the woodpeckers at work already heard a wild turkey off in the woods, and everything's waking up. Sounds good, so am I. I'm gonna have very little in the way of posting today because my batteries are running low, and I've got all day today and all day tomorrow until I can access a recharge. So probably won't be posting much at all today, but we'll see. We'll see if anything exciting happens. I'm low on battery, but I had to stop and film this. Audie Leon Murphy. It's a monument to him. He died in 1971, born in Kingston, Texas. Died near this site in an airline crash. America's most decorated veteran in World War II. He served in the European Theater, 15th Infantry Regiment, 3rd Infantry Division, and earned 24 decorations, including the Medal of Honor, Legion of Merit, Distinguished Service Cross, and 3 Purple Hearts. He was survived by his wife Pamela and 2 sons, Terry, Michael, and James Shannon. This was put up in 1974 by the Veterans of Foreign Wars. Post 5311, Christiansburg, Virginia. And so I had to do a little extra walk to get here, but you know what this guy gave for his country? I think I can handle a little walk up a hill. They have the flag at half staff. That's awesome. Very cool. The most photographed spots on the trail. This is a McAfee knob. And there is the knob. I'm going to attempt to get out there, see if I can do it. All right. He's at the 700-mile mark. He's on top of McAfee's knob.
He's in Virginia.
Here we go.
You're at the 700 mile. Get a little closer. A little closer.
That's a long way down, and I'm afraid of heights.
That's all right. But let me zoom in.
Tell me where you want me.
Well, I'm still filming it.
Oh, you are?
How long will you be on the trail for?
6 months. My longest day so far today, 25.2 miles, and also got to see McAfee Knob. Really amazing. That was something. The day is ending in rain, so that's why I'm in my tent already, but not too bad. So, pretty good day. Only need to do about 16 to 18 tomorrow. Have a great night. I'm not sure what day it is, 53, 54, but the sun's coming up, and off to my left, it's hard to see through the trees, but it looks like an ocean of white with some islands around the edge. It's just fog down in the valley. I'm going from, what's the name? The knob that I was just at last night. Going from there all the way over to the next town today. But along the way here, there's something called Tinker Cliffs. It's supposed to be beautiful, so I should be there probably in about an hour or so. An hour to an hour and a half, and I'll show you some pictures then. Almost to Tinker Cliffs. I just thought these rock formations that we have to walk through are kind of neat. Big boulders. Look at that sucker. The way it's leaning in just a corner is on over there. Right there, holding that up. Very cool. And look at this label. Never see signs like that. So it's just a little maze of boulders that I have to walk through. Very cool. And actually it is a little bit cool in here. That sun is baking already there. With all the humidity from the rain last night. So this is a welcome relief. Thought you might like to see these boulders. Very cool. Ooh, there's one up on the edge up there teetering. Now this is where they could use some blazes. I haven't seen any since that last sign I showed you. And that hurt. Oh, that hurt. And you just don't know if you're on the trail or not. I guess I am. Hope so. So I guess that was the trail because it came back out to the blaze trail. Once it was clear and obvious, they had it blazed nicely. That's strange. So I slept away from everybody last night at the shelter over in a camping area, which enabled me to get up at 5:30, and I was on the trail by 6:30. So I got a little extra time. Easy day today, only 15 miles, and gives me a chance to stop because the sun is shining, and I was able to stop at a shelter where nobody's around and lay out all my tent and my ground cloth and go down to the stream and get some water, have a late breakfast, and just relax a little bit for about an hour almost. It'll take me, but the tent will be dry in that short of time, so it's a real help to have that tent dry. So I got about 10 more miles left once I get out of here, so I'm hoping to be done by about 4 or 5. Talk to you later. Bye.